This is Citytalk Breakfast on Citytalk 105.9.
Time now, as ever, to review the papers. I'm joined in the studio by the social media expert Jamie Gavin, who's the MD, Managing Director of inPress Online, making his debut on the paper review. So very good morning to you, Jamie.
Hey, how you doing?
Very good, thank you. Good to see you. inPress Online?
Yeah, so we're a company that's been going for about 2 years now. We sort of position ourselves as a social media PR agency. So it's really about helping brands, businesses, whoever it might be, that have used traditional media outlets in the past to kind of transfer their kind of marketing and PR and their conversations with people onto the internet, really.
Okay, thank you for coming in today. Great to see you. You're an Everton fan, so if you bring something from the back pages, we'll totally understand. But where do you want to start today?
In terms of complete exposure, the big story that we really can't get away from across all of the front pages is the death of the former North Korean leader Kim Jong-il. Obviously, countless opinion and analysis from greater minds than myself is going to run on this, but I think one of the things that struck me as being interesting as a 28-year-old is that the crown now is sort of going to be passed to his son, who is only 28 years old. And it just fascinates me that, you know, because even to try and look after inPress Online, sometimes I think my head's going to explode. There's too much to think about. But to look after a country, and especially one that's going to be increasingly scrutinised now by the international community, I think what a job ahead of him he's got there, really.
What else have you got for us?
I did have one story just to venture into the sort of more geekier online world a little bit more briefly, is that BT is actually suing Google now. So this is, again, to do with kind of Android and a lot of the patents that they've kind of infringed upon and things like that. It would be very geeky to go into the finer points of it. But what it marks is the latest, really, in a long line of bigger companies who are now coming out and suing Google. I think what it shows is we are seeing a little bit of a change now, where Google once was this kind of fresh, upcoming, like, poster boy of a company. Now it's kind of the wallpaper, the establishment a little bit. And I think now that it's growing and starting to infringe on these big companies, I think people perhaps just don't like it as much, really. So
there we go. Jamie, thank you for your time today. Appreciate it. Jamie Gavin, MD of inPress Online, a social media expert, reviewing the papers this morning on Citytalk 105.9.
Across Merseyside on 105.9 FM and DAB digital radio. This is Citytalk.